Hi, this is Mitch Doan, and along with Jamie Richardson, we're your hosts of the Break-Thru Active podcast. We aim to deep dive into health and fitness that will help bring you a better understanding of topics that are of interest to you and can help you on your own journey. If you are enjoying the episodes, we'd love for you to leave us a rating on the platform you listen to your podcasts. Enough from me, sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome back to the Break-Thru Active podcast. I've got our second favourite guest on again, Steve Mitch. Welcome, Steve.
I still want to know who number one is.
Well, it's always just whoever we've had on last.
Yeah, right. So pretty well. I'm on the rough end of the stick. That's pretty accurate, though. That's pretty accurate. No, I'm all right, mate. I'm okay. Just been plodding along here today, just doing my thing.
Cool. Hey, big news. NBA starts tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. First game of the season tomorrow. Can't wait. It'll be awesome. Starts 10:30.
Man, it always comes around quick.
Yeah, it feels like we just lost the finals. Like it feels like we just lost them. Like yesterday. So yeah, it was redemption season this year. But yeah, it definitely comes around. It's super quick.
Still losing a bit of sleep over that, I see, mate.
People still bring it up with me. As funny as that is, they're like, "Oh yeah, like you know." It was mainly when the Sharks were in the finals, and they said how sucky would it be if both my teams finished second in the season. And I thought that was every chance of it actually happening, but no, the NBA season is exciting because it carries through for a long time. It's always something happening each day.
Yeah, that time between like the finals in like June, I think, and now it's like 4 months, but it's just flown on by. Crazy.
It's gone quick. But yeah, tomorrow I think it's Boston and Philly kick off the season.
And it's Lakers and Warriors, I think. Is that right?
Yeah. So two monster games to start.
Yeah. Cool.
Very good.
So it kind of ties in a bit with what we want to chat about here initially, because it's been a few weeks since we've hopped on together. Life's been getting in the way and haven't had a chance. So we haven't actually spoke since grand final day and didn't really want to, I mean, obviously the Panthers won and whatever else, but want to talk a little bit more about the Knights girls winning. How good?
I think it's massive for the town, to be honest with you.
It was they really, I mean, last year I think last year was their first season in the comp.
I'm not 100% actually.
I think last year was their first year, and I don't think they won a game. But still like had some good support. But this year they signed a few, as we've spoken about a few times before, a few good players, and obviously just the girls that were part of the team last year have another year of experience under their belt. But bit of an underdog, I guess. I don't think there would have been many people who would have thought that they'd go all the way, and then they started winning a few games and got through the finals. And then when the Roosters got eliminated, who were there, who actually knocked them off in the regular season, kind of was all up for grabs, and they just took care of it in the finals against the Eels.
I think the fans deserve it, to be honest with you. Like I always say that I think the most passionate fans in the league are the Knights fans. I just think they're the most passionate. It's just a rugby league driven community, and they just get behind them. I've said time and time again, I think that's the biggest problem with the Knights is, their their fans keep turning up for the blokes. But like I'm sensing, speaking of the ladies, like in regards to that, I'm sensing a bit of a change. Like I'm sensing a bit of a sway with like a lot of Knights fans and that had almost given up on the males, but they're like all their support's behind the girls now. Like,
Well,
just because
it's a very much a rugby league town, but with the exception of maybe 2019, Knights have been pretty rubbish. They made the finals that year. And they, apart from that, I mean, obviously they had that big, very, very slow few years in 2015 and 16 where they had wooden spoon a few years in a row. And then the last few years haven't been great either.
I remember there was a year they won one game. All year, one game. It's just insane.
1 out of 26.
No, I think they drew one. One win, one draw, 22 losses. It's like shocking. That's shocking. But the Knights fans kept turning up, support them. That's why they're the best fans in the league.
And they deserve a good team. And
yeah, they do.
That's where every year, like if you talk to any Knights supporter, we're always very optimistic. And we typically start okay the first few games. Like even this year, we knocked off the Roosters and then beat
the good side like the Tigers round 2.
Still 2 from 2, and then they won only a couple more games the whole season.
They went back to 2016, winning one game.
Yeah.
They went back to that form.
But
yeah, no, they deserve the Knights fans deserve a team to support, like a decent team to support. Like the biggest thing that they're talking about, all the fans, is they're talking about the passion that the guys play with and how it's just non-existent to what it used to be back in the day when, it used to be led by like Danny Medeiros and, Andrew Johns and Ben Kennedy and Steve Simpson and all those blokes like that, But yeah, it's good that the females are here now because it gives they're playing with all the passion that, all the Knights fans expect Newcastle teams to play with.
Yeah. Yeah, and just obviously to win, like the whole comp is just an absolute bonus. But yeah, the fans rallied, and even a few people I know from the gym went down to like their celebration day on, I think, the Tuesday after, down there in Newcastle, and they were all still drunk or hungover, all the players. But yeah,
do you reckon there'll be a female reincarnate like doing the Joey Johns down the street?
I saw that meme actually. Did you see that?
That's the best.
Yeah,
it's the best.
Millie Boyle.
On skateboard. Just recreate it. I would have. If I was a chick, I would have for sure.
Nah, it was really cool to see, and I think next year, obviously, there's another 4 teams coming into the women's comp, so there's going to be some more games, from what I understand.
Yeah,
which will be good for the whole comp, but obviously for Newcastle too, and the fans to be able to get a bit more exposure to it. But unreal. We brought a premiership home. I thought that boys might do it first, but I just follow the Knights girls now. That's my team.
So now that's 2.5. No, 3. Is it? Hang on, 1, 2. Yeah. So that is 2.5 premierships now that Knights have won. They won the Super League. That counts as half. Oh no, they won 97 the ARL. Yeah, because the Broncos won the Super League 97. Yeah, because that counts as half. So that's the comp 2.5.
Yeah,
1.5 more than we got.
It kind of ties in a little bit with next thing I wanted to talk about, because we spoke about this a little bit before, but it's about exposing kids to the gym at an earlier age. And like at the moment, you've been doing a kids program for a little while, which has been quite popular. But seeing how it kind of ties in with footy, you see so many kids who are obviously into the footy. And I think now, even with the women playing and obviously seeing a little bit more about what the guys do with social media and everything, seeing what their superstars are doing, going to the gym, working out, being healthy, getting strong, getting fit. Like, I think that's a huge benefit for the younger generation to have that sort of exposure earlier on. Like when we were growing up in the 1990s, I don't know how many of the footy players even saw the insides of a gym. I actually spoke about this to Mick Fortier on the podcast a little while ago, because he was growing up playing a good level of footy. But
hey guys, just very quickly, if you have been enjoying our podcast and you've been watching us on YouTube, I would love for you to subscribe to our channel. If you've been listening to our podcast, give us a follow, give us a 5-star rating on Apple or Spotify or wherever it is that you've been listening to us. It really helps the channel grow, and I would be extremely appreciative and grateful if you took a moment to do that for me. Okay, that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of the show.
How have you seen, obviously you've been doing the kids program. How do you think that's gone so far in that regard?
I just think it like the most of the kids that have come in and stuff, they've seen their parents live a pretty like healthy, active lifestyle, so that has to rub off on them in some way. So I just think like, you know, the with most of our members, I think that like a huge importance there, like on their end is, you know, doing this routine day in, day out for their kids. So like, you know, not only to get themselves in tip top shape and feeling better and all that sort of stuff, but to show their kids that like to place some importance on their health and fitness. And I think like kids are very impressionable at this point, like at that early age, where like, you know, they look up to their parents, they look up to sports stars and that sort of stuff. So I think it's important that their parents just like lead the way, and the same similar to the sports stars, like same with like the Knights fans, like the Knights players, sorry, and all the other like sports stars and that, to lead by example, because you know the kids are watching. And yeah, I just think they're super impressionable, and then they'll pick up things that their parents and their sporting idols are doing. So yeah.
We hear that a lot from parents about like being a good role model for their kids.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think kids have lots of different role models. You know, it can be parents, it can be older brothers and sisters, it can be sports stars, it can be, you know, someone famous, whatever. But having a positive role model who is, you know, leading by example with how they do take care of themselves. Obviously, you know, you do have a young kid who's wanting to, you know, play professional footy when he's older, or play, you know, soccer when she's older or something like that. I mean, they want to look up to other soccer players and other football players and see what they're doing. And obviously, you know, we know that they all would be going to the gym and, you know, getting fit and strong and all that good stuff. But from a perspective of the parents, you know, obviously they are around their parents and parents around their kids, you know, every day. So to be able to see that that is part of their lifestyle, I think it is really like a huge benefit to get that into their mindset at a young age. And
Yeah.
if you look at like the other end of it, like if you have a parent who's maybe not prioritizing their health, and, you know, they're not being very active, and on the weekends they're, you know, sort of just watching TV and eating shitty food and, you know, all that stuff that isn't really that healthy, there's a likelihood the kids are going to probably follow
that
suit.
path. Yeah, 100%. I agree.
I don't think it's always the case, but, you know, we hear it so often where parents want to lead by example. And I think them having a healthy lifestyle and having an active lifestyle in the gym and outside of the gym, and, you know, thinking about what they're eating and feeding their kids some slightly better food. But
It comes back down to being a product of your own environment, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, you are. You're just a product of your own environment. So it's the same thing as like when you're an adult, they say like you hang around four smokers, you're going to be the fifth one, and so on and so forth. Because like if you're around it a lot, so it's these kids that are around their parents who are training all the time and leading by example and coming home and making good food and stuff, they're more than likely going to go down that same path because they're a product of that environment.
kids been having fun.
Yeah, they've been having fun, mate. I don't know a group of kids that actually want to ride the bike for fun. Crazy. It's because it's kind of like a toy to them. Like they see it like moving, and they see like the air coming off it, and they're like, "Oh, this is cool." And like they're screaming to go on the bike. They just love it. So I'm just like, all right, like, no problem. But no, they're enjoying themselves.
The exact opposite to what our members feel.
Yeah, the exact opposite. So yeah, they're enjoying things like, so when like if I'm like sorting out like a little workout from whatever, I generally use like any sort of equipment. So like whether it be a box or the rings or anything like that, because it's sort of like they're climbing on it and pulling on it, and in comparison to say doing like bodyweight squats, you know what I mean? I'm putting like putting boxes out so they do stuff on it.
Yeah. They see it almost like a bit of an obstacle course, probably get up and over and navigating that and
Yeah.
swinging off the rings.
Yeah, just doing some what are those things called on the rings? Oh yeah,
Muscle
what
up.
is it? The muscle ups. Yeah, just been showing them how to do some of those.
They probably could do those, you know. They're super strong for their size, their weight.
Do you know, like, I don't know if you've seen this, but this is a little bit off topic. But have you seen Wiener Porter's son Hugh do the gymnast stuff?
No, but I know he's gymnast, so it'd be pretty cool.
Oh, just an absolute weapon. Like, like his core strength just blew my mind. I was like, wow, just how effortless. Like he could just get upside down and hold himself up on the rings for a bit and then go back down. Like stupidly good. Like it was just blew my mind.
Yeah, they have obviously he's learnt and had a lot of training with gymnastics, but they have such great body awareness. And
Yeah,
I think kids typically just have better body awareness too because, you know, hanging on monkey bars and playing and they're kind of just in a position with their body. They know how they can handle it
yeah.
and a lot of hanging and climbing. And as we get older, we tend to do a bit less of that.
Well, the rumor has it that Edwina taught him how to do it. So
Probably.
Edwina's teaching people each Saturday morning how to hang on the how to hang on the rings, just straight up. So if anybody wants to learn, Edwina, no dramas. Edwina will sort you out.
I think I saw her on the Commonwealth Games a few decades ago.
Even now,
Coach.
not training,
Yeah.
playing a part, but no, it's in all seriousness. But like kids can do some crazy things.
Yeah. No, it sounds like they're having fun, mate. And I think that's the most important thing. I mean, it's a very important thing for adults too when they're training. There are obviously some sessions that are less fun than others, but as a whole, it needs to be something that's enjoyable. And for kids too, sometimes their attention span's a bit shorter and they don't really understand all the benefits of it like adults do. So it just needs to be fun and something that they're wanting to come back to. And it sounds like you're doing a good job of that, mate. So it's good to hear.
Yeah, just keep them coming.
Last one, which is a bit of a 180 somewhat, still in the health and fitness realm. I've actually been buying some different types of protein bars lately. So normally I'll get Quest bars sometimes if the other ones are on special, I'll get them, but Quest bars has always been like my go-to. But lately there's a new one from Muscle Nation. Oh, it's not that new, maybe new to Coles. And another one, Musashi, I think it is.
Yeah.
Both bloody delicious.
Are they good?
Have you tried them?
I'm a protein bar cookie fiend. I love protein bars and cookies. I'm a sucker for them.
What one's your favorite?
My go-to is just the My Muscle Chef cookies that you get from 7-Eleven. They're good. Like the white chocolate macadamia one and the standard choc. But I don't know what there's another brand. There's another one that comes into my mind. You get it from like Coles or Woolies or something. And it's kind of, I don't know if you've hit the nail on the head here, but I don't know. It's like got a bit of a gooey center. Which
I think that's Muscle Nation.
The Muscle Nation ones. I'd probably say Muscle Nation's the pick of them.
Yeah. I could be getting these confused here, but there's one, and I think it might be Muscle Nation. And yeah, it's got, let's say you got like white raspberry or something. So it's got like your vanilla on the outside, and then it's got like your gooey raspberry on the inside.
Yeah.
But a nice little addition, which I haven't seen in any other bars, is they kind of have raspberry sprinkles across the top of the bar. So it just gives it a little bit of raspberry crunch, almost like a cereal.
No, honestly, it makes me not want to eat Mars bars or Snickers bars ever again. Why would you? It's pretty damn good. Like, to be honest with you, I think I had a toffee one time. Oh, stud. I was like, Twix bars, see you later. It's over.
They used
But
they used to taste like shit back in the day. I remember them. They tasted like cardboard. I still would eat them, but they've come a long way. And some of them now, it's literally just like having a chocolate bar. It tastes like.
so your thoughts on protein bars aren't the same as your thoughts on movies, where you like every single one of them?
I'd still
No,
probably eat. I'd probably still eat
yeah.
them all, but I definitely have preferences.
I don't like the Masashi wafer bars.
Yeah, I've had those.
Bit
Yeah,
dry.
yeah. There's another Musashi one that I do like though. It's not the wafer one because there's a couple of different types. But I normally like when I'm doing my shopping, I'll check out the aisle, and if there's sometimes you get someone special like half price or whatever, I just stock up, and then I'll eat them all very quickly because I don't have too much willpower with protein bars at times.
We went to Costco the other day,
Oh yeah.
and went to Costco and bought a box of 24
Ooh.
protein bars. Dusted them in 2 days. No, I'm kidding. I didn't really. But they're just good to have there. Like,
Yeah.
because in the mornings before, if I'm on early, I'll just grab a protein cookie, and then I'm out. Bottle of water, I'm good. See you later. That's me for the morning. I'm good.
What ones did you get from Costco? I still haven't been.
The Quest cookies.
Oh, yeah, good. They're nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
15 grams of protein a serve.
Yeah.
Not too bad, but I'll tell you what we're forgetting about, mate. You got one last thing before we go. Halo Top.
Ooh.
Are you a fan?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
It's not, I mean, it's not nearly as good as regular ice cream, but it's still, in my opinion, like is pretty good for the amount of calories and stuff that it is.
I agree. Like, because sometimes I haven't had Halo Top for 2 years, but I remember like buying Halo Top sometimes, and I'd be like, I just want to make a pig of myself, and I just sit down and just nail the whole bucket in about 5 minutes, and that would tide me over. But I'd feel good about it. I wouldn't feel bad about it. I was like, feel good about it. It's all good.
Well, that's the thing. You can have the whole tub and it's only like 300 calories.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Nothing. There's another one. You can get YoPro now, like frozen yogurt. That one's pretty good. Like from that same company that does the YoPro actual yogurt. That probably tastes better, in my opinion.
I just think sometimes like that's where Halo Top was good, because at the end of the night, sometimes after you've had a dinner or whatever, and you just think, I just want to push myself over the edge. Like sometimes you just want to go to bed really full and disgusting and just hating yourself. So I was like, nah, go on Halo Top. And yeah, it was perfect because you just sits in your gut. You feel terrible after it, but like I felt content whilst I was eating it.
Well, I think it's got the way that they can even manage to have for like a whole tub and it's 300 calories is it has sort of a lot of that sucralose, like the fake sugary stuff, as opposed to just regular sugar, which doesn't sit great in a lot of people's stomachs. So if you have a whole tub of it pretty quickly, like Steve-O,
like me,
might be feeling a bit gaseous in the next few hours.
Yeah, not a fun time in the Cooley household when Halo Tops are in the freezer.
It is pretty good though. I don't get it very often, but from time to time I'll get a tub or two and have it there. It's good for what it is.
I think they are. I think they're good for just like, for on the go sort of stuff. Like I'll talk back to the protein bars and cookies. I think it's pretty handy just to have every now and then, just to have it in your cupboard, just to go on the go. Boom. Same as protein shakes. Exact same.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, and you don't want to overdo them, but you can have one a day and have them at different points of the day, depending on what your lifestyle's like. But it's just always a better option than some of the other stuff that you reach for when you're hungry and you don't have anything to eat, chocolate bar or pack of chips or.
So we're locking it in. Muscle Nation's the goer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is too.
They've got some
Muscle Nation's
flavors too. All of the ones I've had so far have been top notch.
PS, Muscle Nation's protein bars, the percentage getting sold Australia-wide are going to be through the roof because Newcastle's #1 podcast have given them a plug again.
A free plug.
You're welcome, Muscle Nation.
We need to start charging for our shout outs.
How much I would be happy if they gave me a case of bars.
Every time we did a podcast and mention them.
And just shout it out now. Just one case. Case of what? 12 bars or whatever it is? Yeah, give me one of those. I'll take that.
Do you listen to many podcasts outside of ours?
I'll just listen to ours on repeat. Just a cycle.
Yeah,
From episode 1 onwards. Just keep it going.
But you see,
I do. Yeah, I do listen to some podcasts. Yeah.
Yeah, so other podcasts at the beginning of the show, they'll say, our sponsors for today, XYZ, and they've got this, and that. We should just start doing that even without a sponsorship and just send it to send them the link on Instagram and see if they listen to it and see what they do for us.
I wouldn't be surprised if, like, at one of the locations, whether it be Cardiff or Adamstown, just randomly just rocking up with boxes of muscle meat. You wouldn't be surprised. What's 12 boxes? What's a pack of 12 to them? Nothing.
We'll do it next episode.
I'm going to shout out Lexus cars.
Tesla.
Thank you.
Apple.
Or Rolex. Shout out.
Yeah, no problems there.
What is it? Aussie Home Loans? Whatever it is. Just new houses. Appreciate it.
McDonald Jones.
Sea-Doo. Jet skis.
Yeah.
It works. I'm going to the top. Microsoft. All of it. Give me something, Bill Gates, please.
Yeah, it's a great idea, mate. We'll be getting all these packages delivered to the gyms, new cars, watches.
But the thing I'll be most happy with is 12-pack of Muscle Nation bars. Let's go, Muscle Nation.
Okay.
Oh, good.
All right, we're going a bit loopy. It might be time to go.
All right, mate. Thanks for that. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, gang. Talk to you in the next one.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If there is a topic you'd like us to discuss that we haven't already, please make sure you reach out in Facebook Messenger and we'll do our best to cover it in the upcoming episodes. For those of you enjoying the podcast, we'd love for you to like, subscribe and leave us a rating. It really helps us grow and spread the good word. Hoping you're all having a great day, and we'll be sure to see you on the next one.